Alright, I think that should be everything mostly sorted. Hello? Should be live. Everything should be working. Surprise, we're live for a friendly. I figured I might as well do this. I've got like a lot of spare time, I guess. So I figured I might as well, do this. So what's happening? How you's doing? What's going on? Anyone that's in here, I'm not sure who is. I can't really see shit, and to be honest with you, I'm just making sure that I've got like a feed that's good and all that jazz. So I'm just going to make sure that everything's good. We're fine. Everything should be fine. If you can hear me, fantastic. But welcome. We got a friendly versus Sligo that kicks off in about 4 minutes. Yeah, I figured I'd do it just because obviously the Irish link. You kind of want to cover these games anyway. Friendly games are always kind of fun. So hopefully, some people drag in. I still need to put the announcement in Discord. Kind of did this very last minute. To be fair, if you couldn't tell by the rushed, the rushed ass thumbnail. But hi, hope yous are well. Hope yous are doing okay. It's pretty straightforward. I should bring up the main screen just to make sure all of this setup works and all that jazz. Yes, sir. Because it's not on Google either. The only thing I can do is this, essentially. So this is kind of how it's going to be, at least in terms of layout for how this goes. How you doing? All nice to see you, man. Usually I have some people in here relatively early, but I think you're the first one in it. So what's happening? Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your day. This is literally about as chilled as it can get, to be honest with you. Like, I'm still basically fucking chilling in my jammies and everything, you know what I mean? Very, very laid back stream, I will say that one. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you, man. How you doing, Arthur, as well? It's been a while since I've seen you, man. Hope you're good, hope you're grand. I'm just going to put the announcement in Discord quickly and then we'll be kicking off in about 2 or 3 minutes. But there's a little glance at the lineup if you haven't seen it. It's a pretty interesting one, to be fair. There's no surprises from us that it's a very changed side, let's be honest. We were all kind of expecting that it would be basically an entirely different 11, and it for the most part is. The only starter that really is there, potentially, is Valet. And even then, Palma is more of a substitution option, so it's just refreshing him minutes. I like the fact that Navritsky's getting minutes. Really like the fact that Welsh and Yang are getting minutes too. It's always good to keep them backed up. How you doing on that? That's class, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just getting the rest of this done and out of the way very, very quickly because, man, I fucking did not do this at all. But hope everyone's grand. This one should be interesting at the very least because from the looks of it, Sligo really have a couple of interesting players that they can do damage with. The main ones that I'm kind of seeing is their number 7. Apparently Fitzgerald's a very key player for them, and apparently Power as well. So again, I can't honestly attest to too much about what I know about Sligo because it's very limited, but I'll do my best for the most part. How you doing, James? Nice to see you, man. Not quite. I mean, to be fair, I can't lift my leg up that far enough. I'm not a gymnast, to be quite frankly honest. But the boys are out and they're shaking hands, getting ready to go. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how this plays out. It's a sold out ground. You would expect the Showgrounds. It's only about 2,700, so relatively packed out. The game's on the League of Ireland TV and it's on Celtic TV too, in case you're curious. That's how I'm seeing this one right now. And that should be that then. There we go. Sortado. So I don't really know where to go with this one because quite honestly it's about as laid back as it can be. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting anything too, I guess if you're a betting type, maybe slap down a bet of it being somewhere around the region of about 3-1. You know, I don't expect Sligo to, come out of the gates and hit us for 5 or 6, you know what I mean? But again, it's a very different lineup. I think for the most part, Sligo's team's a wee bit, well, for the most part, Scott, if you look at the lineup, it very much is a changed 11, with the only difference being that the ones that kind of need fitness minutes, like Yang, like Navritsky, like Palma, they're all respectable changes in my opinion. I think that makes sense. The only one that kind of surprised me is I thought Cummings would get the shout. I thought he would get a nod. I put him in the thumbnail expecting him because he's been pretty good for the youth side so far, but I guess not. He wasn't even picked, so I guess you kind of take it as is. But there's a couple of options on the bench that we can go to as well, although again, no no familiar faces, so I wouldn't really even say it's a different type of game, because it very much is, you know what I mean? Like when you break it down, this is a very fundamentally different Celtic side. This is like a side you would see 2-3 years ago and we'd call it a starting 11, you know. But I like this, honestly. I don't think we're playing any pretentious football. I think we've respected the lineup and we've gone for a decent kind of approach with this one. Nothing too severely special. We're not hitting them with, you know, a full starting 11 or anything, but we're keeping them on their toes. Boys are in the huddle now. We'll be getting underway relatively soon, boys. Carter Vickers isn't back yet. No, I don't think he will be. Pretty much after the international break, I think that's the overall consensus, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, it's just about kicked off on there. So you will probably see what happens before I do, because I'm about a minute or so delayed. But there's your lineup. I guess if you're a betting person, there's some betting stats for you, but I ain't sponsored, so I ain't showing that. I'll just keep the starting lineups up for now. That will do. But they have got the ball rolling, so this should be an interesting one for the most part. I don't really care if we win, lose or draw this. It's more or less just for fitness, isn't it? And like I said, very chilled out stream, so genuinely, honestly, I totally forgot that this was a friendly. Like, I didn't even bring it up the last time because I thought the next game after my last stream would have been the international match against Croatia. This just kind of popped up out of nowhere, so I figured I might as well just kind of go live for it and see what's happening. You know what I mean? We're immediately kind of put under some minor pressure. Don't think it'll be anything too severe for us in the early stages of this one. Like I said, it'll just about be giving the youngsters a chance to break into the lineup, get themselves a wee bit of momentum. But again, Sligo will press, you know what I mean? They'll want to impress the boys that are here. Obviously, if you're an Irish boy, realistically, you're going to want to impress a Celtic side. You know what I mean? If you got Rodgers on the touchline, you want to kind of have a good game. So I don't expect Sligo to half-arse us by any stretch of the imagination. The camera works a wee bit whack, I'll be honest, but for the most part it works. How you doing, kid? Nice to see you, mate. Always shove up when Scott Payne gets selected. To be fair, we have nobody else. You know what I mean? I mean, we could have picked Sinisalo, to be honest with you. That would have made sense, but maybe we'll do a 45 and 45 scenario where the keeper will get each half. Oh, thank you all. That's very kind. I just seen your comment there. Totally missed that one. I'm doing alright in every other metric, you know, so I'm not complaining in any aspect, you know what I mean. Probably an alright wee community and I'm quite pleased with that. No complaints at all. Oh, it's a bit of a loose touch. There's a slight chase down. Good pressing. Sligo will be a wee bit more comfortable at the back with that than probably expected. Yeah, they get it quite. Actually, a good pass inside. They could go central with it. They opt to go out to the left instead. Good touch inside. They can keep it balanced, but there's a good press from us. It's very triangle style football, so I think the test of this is to basically see how the youngsters kind of play with the same formation and lineup that we do normally, because it's very much a 4-3-3. In the game we're pressing them high, doing our best to win the ball back, but Sligo for now are keeping themselves just about composed enough. Got to respect the fact that they're trying to do kind of longer passes. They ain't trying to play it short and sweet. They're taking the risks with the switches, and to be fair, some good ones there. Good touch for Fitzgerald, and there is a run forward. That could be a run inside if they want to take it. Good move from them. Now, there is a potential, but it's a good cut out in fairness. No real problems there. Simple and effective. Oh god, the not the BBC. I don't like them very much. I don't know. If they ever wanted me to do a national game, that would be bits, you know what I mean? Even if it's like a San Marino versus Lithuania, I'd put my heart and soul into that if they gave me the chance, but nah, this is quite content, man. I like this. It's chill. I don't have to, you know, put too much pressure on myself to be perfect to survive, so I'm pleased. Oh, good tackle actually. Young's going to have to be put under some form of pressure. He does lose the ball and Sligo are on the break. That could be a good touch inside as well. Move is good, still going, gets the ball across, is going to bounce up and off him. I don't know if it's a goal kick or not. He just about does well enough. Good. I think Novritsky at the back there just kind of holds his man. And they exchange a couple of passes. Welsh is on the other side, just stretched out. So the centre backs are far apart immediately out the gate, so that's something you can notice. So if you're a Sligo player, you might be looking towards building into that central space, because if they can, then for all intents and purposes they'll get chances. But I think Celtic are aware of that, and I think the counterpoint that we're doing is in the midfield, because while Sligo are kind of condensed in that space, we're very much like stretched out, and it's forcing them to step out whenever we get the ball, and that's a good example of what can happen. Good move down that side, Palma's there. Lovely dink across, been just about covered in the end by one of the Sligo defenders. Simple enough for them. There you go. No stress about it, I'll get it, man. The thing is, you can't even say like Sky or anything like that as well, because they're all fucking horrible in their own ways, you know what I mean? BT was good, you know what I mean? Like when they covered Scottish football, they were probably the best example of it. Oh, that's a good tackle again. Sligo's doing their best to cause some hassle, and I tell you what, that's credit where it's due. They've managed to win it back, get a throw in, and they've got the ball back in possession, although admittedly once again it's straight back into their defensive area. Goalkeeper's played that across, and Celtic have engaged that high press. Good hassle for Valet, but doesn't quite get there. That's a really good tackle for Navritsky, and it's caused a real break for us to do something. Ball into the box is good, gets all the way across, and I tell you what, Sligo's goalkeeper just about wasn't going to get there. If there was someone making that later run, potential was there to cause some damage. I don't understand why you would go to a game like this and you'd be looking down at your phone. It's not often that Celtic travel out to Ireland under many circumstances, so sitting there on your phone's probably not the smartest idea, lass, I'll be honest with you. Enjoy yourself, man. I'd love to be there. I love like wee small hotbox stadiums. It just like, you know, there's a different vibe to them. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's another breakdown that side as well. Palma's really trying to hassle their right back, doesn't quite get past them. It's going to go back instead. Villay's going to go for the long switch. We should keep it simple. Touch inside's a little loose. It will be played back and comfortably enough in the end, so we ain't going to complain too much about that. That's fair enough, you know what I mean? We're doing alright. Lovely ball through. There's a chase down. Palma's going to be there to cause some type of hassling, but it'll be easily guarded out by the number 8. No problems there. Morin, can I just stifled that one? Killed any chance of Palma getting in behind. Simple and effective. Love to see it. Very back and forwards, but no chances for either side. Not a single shot to speak of, I'll be honest. Lovely take and touch, but it's stolen by Navritsky. He seems to be intent on getting some real physical battles going early on here, which is always nice to see for the big pool. Honestly, he should have had more minutes at this point in the season, in my personal opinion, but nonetheless, it's nice to see it. It's weird to think that these two were actually two of our starting centre backs at one point, you know what I mean? We actually went into games last year with like Welsh and Navritsky as our starters. It's a good ball in behind. There was a chance for Yankee to kind of make the chase, but the number 3 was going to call this. He was never really going to let that cause too many problems, I should say. One thing that I do like to see is the fact that you've got a mix of green hats and then you've got a mix of different ones as well. It's actually quite nice in their own little aspects. Oh, that's a loose ball. Very loose ball actually. We can do something with it. Ball's loose again. Tell you what, they're not really winning the 50s. I'll say that for free, you know. They could be doing a little bit better in terms of like trying to get in to hassle them. They're in the right areas, they're trying to get into the kind of correct spaces, but they're not doing a good job of like actually getting it forward. At most they're winning it going backwards and then just losing it again, and that's a good example of it there. They've just done it right off the back of a really good tackle as well, and it's opened up the lanes. There's about 3 bodies there, ball spread across, loose up, never mind. That's a very, very straightforward finish. Palma very, very content with that one. Straight into the bottom corner, simple, there we go, 1-0. That's, honestly, by Sligo standards, they're not going to be too happy with that one. It's a very, very simple counter-attack from us after winning the ball back. We kind of gave it away from the throw-in, but a couple of hold-up 50s. We get him behind. It's a lovely breaking move, to be honest with you. Like the kind of switch passing was very, very clean, and Yang gets the ball across. It's just not really dealt with think by Dobby that gets on the end of that one to kind of cause the problems. Doesn't quite find the target, but it spills off of him and quite comfortably into Palma. Lays it off towards his near post, and tell you what, the goalkeeper probably wasn't going to do much with that. It's a very calm finish, by the way. Palma just finishes it and then walks over to shake the man's hand as if to say, fair enough, lad, cheers for that, we love to see it. How you doing, Matthew? Nice to see you, brother. I'm doing pretty good. Well, just taking it easy. Oh my god, we're in behind for another chance. Ball over the top is awkward. That's a good save, by the way. Young was there almost to make it 2 in 10 minutes, and tell you what, keeper had to get across, make it physical, and he did indeed do a good job of it. Seems like goal woke Palma and Yang up, nearly just kind of returned it to sender. Yang with the cross across the box to make the goal for the first one. Palma tries to do the same. Just about a minute later, there's a long-ish ball forward from Sligo. I just kind of stalled my sentence in case they got through, but they never did in the end. Nowitzki's under a wee bit of pressure, but we'll just go back to Welsh in the end, make it simple and effective, and they'll be able to build from the back again. Good for Bain. For once I can actually say that's relatively good composure. It's a slightly loose pass for Nowitzki there, but Villay should get to that one comfortable enough. Lovely taking touch, and I'll tell you what, once again they've really allowed Palma to get down that flank. They're not causing themselves any stress at all, man. Celtic are just walking up the other end of the pitch. Sligo's not really able to deal with it, and for all intents and purposes it's not comfortable looking at all. They're just kind of getting touches, getting it away, and then as soon as they do, you've got 4 or 5 Celtic bodies covering the back and just making sure that there's always some form of pressure there. It's decent all round. Kind of speaking to 1 or 2 people before this, and they were kind of going through predictions and things like that. For me, I think this is kind of, like I said, 3-1, 4-1 type territory, because, I mean, to be fair, as much as Sligo haven't started well, I'd imagine it's just nerves, right? Because again, you've got a full house, you're playing against a team that's significantly better than you, even with the fact that it's basically a C team that we're playing right now, but it's not to disrespect them in any way. Like, any team gets shell-shocked on their own ground, especially if they kind of get put under the pressure early. That's a bit of a loose touch for Erguer, but deals with it more than comfortably enough. Back to Bain, rolled out, and Welsh. I like that. Again, really good build-up play for the back there. Welsh just spreads it across for Nowitzki. Villay's got it, and because of the way that Sligo's set up, they're not really too far forward for that engaging press. How's everyone else's weekend going so far though? Or weekend, I should say, week. Looking forward to the weekend. We got there. Especially for the kind of national fixtures coming up, because Scotland's next one's a pretty big one when you look at it. Oh, half chance for Sligo. Oh, that's actually really decent. They've kind of got the ball down. There's a bit of a hassle and hustle between, I think, Welsh, Erguer, and whoever was kind of causing problems there. I think it was Power, if I'm correct. It's a good break forward, but they just didn't really get the final touch where they needed it. I think for the most part we're okay, lad. That's a good cut inside. That's well, it should be a throw-in, quite simply for us, yep. Well, they've kind of broke forward. As soon as they've kind of conceded that goal, they have tried to engage the press a little bit, so give them credit where it's due. I think the test now will be kind of see how the midfielders for Celtic, especially because it's not really the first string, so to speak, how they kind of deal with this one. McCown obviously being the centrepiece. That's a loose pass again. Bain's not really done well with that one, I'll be honest. It's a bit of a giveaway, and there's a chance for Sligo. Rolled across, good shot, really good. Bain. Scott Bain moment. It's happened. The Scott Bain moment is. It's taken 13 minutes for a Scott Bain moment. Are you fucking serious? It looked like originally it was a good shot. It was calling into the top corner, but when the ball came in, Bain just kind of grabs at it and then drops it into the net. I honestly don't know. He must have felt bad for the way that we scored a really easy goal and just went, fuck it, give them one. I honestly don't know. Like, Bain looks like he tries to catch it and then just loses his footing on the way down, so he just spills the ball. I got to say, that's shit you'd see in Sunday League. I'll be honest, that is Sunday League goalkeeping right there. that slowdown does not make it look any better. Well, there you go. Sligo do get a goal. That is insane. We didn't... Pretty much Kevin, you did actually. That's the sad part. Oh fuck, well there we go. Both teams with one shot really, and both teams with one goal. Well, I should say one shot on target. That's a good break forward first though. We're in behind, we could cause problems. How's the cross? It's respectable, but it's behind Palma, so the cut across is there. Good taking touch. It's a little heavy though. It's not heavy, but Palma will keep it under control from the pass back. Chance, McCowan, dipper shot. That's an unlucky one, by the way. It was just calling over the top of the side net, and that's about as good as a chance as you can ask for that range, but could have done a wee bit better to put it on target. Sligo's kind of keeping the press engaged. Good for them, but I think that will wake Celtic up a little bit. Just a wee mistake at the back. They'll want to kind of go, oh shit, right, okay, lads, get it under control now, right? We've everybody gets one, you know. That's the defensive mistake for the game out the way. You might as well get it out the way early. But Sligo are starting to press in bigger numbers now. They're kind of doing what Celtic did in the opening 10, just circling them, trying to get 2 or 3 bodies in the way. Showing that shot again, it's just really poor for being on all fronts, man. I can't really, I can't even lie, it's just poor. I think the game's been stopped so Palma can tie his shoes. Get him tied, my boy, get him tied. To be fair, I wasn't even expecting like 20 people to come in here for a friendly match that's like fucking, what, like 7:45 kick-off? What happened? That's a good header actually. That's a good fucking punt forward that as well. Hold on a second, there could be something going here for us. There's a bit of a break chance. Well dealt with. McCowan tries to get there to intercept the break, but again, very comfortable. For Sligo, they're starting to play with a bit more confidence, especially with the defensive 1-2s. It's really good to see. Although he gets a wee bit trapped there, there's going to be a slight press for Celtic. We do win that back. McCowan's there, but apparently it's been a foul, so can't really say too much about it. For all intents and purposes, not bad, but not good either. Sligo seem to be growing in confidence. Celtic seem to be giving the ball away through stupid scenarios. Good ball actually from the goalkeeper. He's played into centre space. That's a respectable move as well. I appreciate that, George. I'd be almost. Oh yeah, that's kind of, it's standard practice, man, for fucking Ben to make like one of those mistakes a game. Hold on a second, Sligo forward here as well. Another shot for... Okay, right. Once is fair enough, man, but 2 is ridiculous. It's another shot for range, and it's another fucking awful mistake for Bain at the near post. Man has faced 2 shots, and both of them have gone in through ridiculous means. I don't know if he's seen it late, but even if he did, there is no way you don't react to that in time as a professional shot stopper. It just goes, it just bobbles under him, man. It's fucking sad. I mean, good shimmy away, like really good shot. He does well to put it on target. I don't want to take anything away from that, but any half decent goalkeeper gets on the end of that, man. I honestly cannot explain it to you, Scott. Nothing else to say, man. They've just scored. I mean, it's a well placed shot, but for fuck's sake. The Scott Bain days are back, man. Let's go. I don't even disagree with that, Stephen, to be fair. I'm not expecting us to beat Croatia come the weekend. I'll be fully fucking frank with you. A draw at best, most likely. Oh. I don't know. It'll depend on the lineup that you see beforehand, but if it's like a fully fit squad, potential, but for the most part. Yeah, slowing that shot down again. How the fuck does Bain not... It just, yeah, like, it just reaches out and realises it's going under him, so he tries to like curl his arm, and it just doesn't do it in time. Fabulous. Can't complain. They deserve it, honestly. That's what happens when you press in numbers. Celtic are going to need to wake up a wee bit. It's kind of ridiculous that 2 shots have led to 2 goals. It seems to be a theme. Oh, it's a bit of a stray one there for Young. It's going to be a foul. Sligo can actually do something with it. It's on the edge of the area. Good cross in, can actually do some damage. Get him off. It was like, right, we know we've only played 20 minutes of a friendly, Scott, but I think you need to go straight home. Just a push, but honestly, that's a good summarisation of it, Kevin. I won't even fucking argue, man. How do you know? You're nice to see, man. This looks like another Dortmund. I wouldn't say it's that bad, right? Even if we do get scudded, most of our team are children right now. There's like 3 or 4 potential ones. Holy shit, they nearly did get another one. There was a bit of a late deflection off of, I believe, Nowitzki, and it just kind of goes past the post. I don't like that. That could have been awkward for us for all. I don't like that at all, man. Jesus Christ. Another corner comes in for them. Let's see what happens with this one. Oh, that's just overhit for all intents. Oh, that's a good header back across, actually. Hold on. Sligo, shot. Fuck's sake. If that was on target, chances are Bain would have found a way to spill into his net, but thankfully it goes past. We survive a little bit of a scare for now. There you go. Ridiculous. But it is what it is. We move. Oh. Good. I like that for Valley. Just kind of takes his man on, wins the ball, but that's a loose giveaway again. Win the ball back. No foul given. There's a potential run for us. That's a layoff touch. Switched high and across. Young's not going to be able to chase that down, even though he had rocket boots on the end of his fucking shoes. It just was not happening. That, Scott, honestly, it's valid. Bain and goal expect loss. Well, yeah, essentially. Like, what's the ratio with Bain? Isn't it like fucking 3? Every like 3 shots he concedes 1 goal. It's like something insanely bad. And I'm not talking like shots on target. I'm just talking like shots in general. So I don't understand what the Finnish lad's done not to be picked for this game. But hopefully he gets the second half, because holy shit, we have to deal with 90 minutes of that incompetence. It's going to be pretty difficult to watch. And again, I like Sligo. I don't have any bad grudges against them. I'm more of a kind of shamrock fellow myself, I'll be fully honest, but they're playing very good football. Like, their pressing game is very, very clean. It's concise. They're not trying to do too much. They're keeping it basic and content, and that's all you can really do. And they're doing a fine job of it. So you tip your hat to them and say, fair fucking days, man. If they go and win this game by 5 or 6, fantastic. They deserve it based on the way that this has gone so far. I like that cameraman's thinking. That shot of the moon's quite fucking clean, by the way. Wee pay rising coming for him, man. That's quite good. The only reason you're saying that, Kevin, is because there's about fucking 20,000 Scottish goalkeepers that play at Sunday League level that would probably be doing a better job than Scott Bain overall. Like, I mean, I get that he's like the third string choice and whatever, but for fuck's sake, like, you have to kind of be switched on with basic shots for range and stuff, and he's been beaten twice. Once by his own gloves. Oh shit, chance for them again. Sligo get. Oh, that could be 3. Why did he take the extra touch? That is a big mistake, man. Powers just had another big opportunity and he didn't make the right call at all. Tried to kind of take the extra touch to lay himself up, didn't work out, and for some reason just didn't. He should have pulled the trigger there, I'll be honest, but we have a chance to break out for the back ourselves now. So we need to wake up and stop pressuring Sligo and make runs on their side of the pitch. I feel like we need to get down the left hand side more, because in the early stages where we're using that tactic a lot, we've kind of tried to use Yang in the last 10 minutes and it's not really worked out. Good ball out, hold on, Sligo from the edge of the area, Fitzgerald cut across, that's a good touch inside as well, there's a layoff chance, potential for 3, takes a big bounce. Not really dealt with, it's still in red hands. Clear away, shot from range again, cannons off of another Celtic body. Back out towards the right hand side and played into space again. Ball over the top, he looks offside, not too sure. Shot, Bain does save that one and it's a corner kick. That is a little kind of sad to watch, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how it's looking that easy for them to get in behind. Just a simple pass, lovely like lay-off touch, and they could have really done something well with that one. And then with the other one that comes back into the box just afterwards, just a simple pass, cut across, inside, really simple shot, but Bain for once doesn't get beat, he's near post. We have to deal with the corner kick though, so headed up and away. Is this one going to falter? Good physical battle there. It's won by a Celtic shot, but it's spilled back out to a red one anyway. Another shot. Bain doesn't get a hold of it, but spills it back out to at least a green and white body. But it looks like Sligo are trying to go for a third, and they're trying to really put this game under the cosh. That is a lovely football. Honestly, cannot complain at the way they're playing. Corner kick for them again. Fair enough. Valid criticism. Very valid. Very, very valid criticism. Awkward. Up and away. Slight pressure there. Good taking touch inside. That could be awkward. Whip across. Flicked away and still about. Ugh. I mean, I suppose the plus note is that Bain's making saves. The downside is that Bain should not really be making saves. You know, Celtic should be the one doing most of the pressing, but it seems to be Sligo's job right now. There is a bit of a break for us here though, 3-on-3. I like that from McCowan, cuts it across for the Honduran, Palma. Tries to do a little bit too much so Sligo can recover, although they have to play it from the midfield space a bit quicker than they'd like, played out towards the left, and they will have a bit of time, but they'll realise that the cutback's probably the most sensible call, and they kind of see it and make that one. Hey Dane, Simon, nice to see you, man. Yeah, very much agreed, Big Rab, very much agreed. He's not the greatest, is he? I think the nicest way to summarise it is that if you put a pile of shite in between the sticks, you'd probably get a more efficient outing. Although, to be fair, he did make one really good save afterwards, so it's just the fact that from a defensive standpoint, if you're like Rodgers and this is like Nowitzki and Welsh, or your follow-up centre-backs, this is not a positive sign. Cross towards the back area, it's a good loose touch for the show. Who was it there? Sorry, I did not hear the name, my bad. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because I do not know who it was. Palma. McCowan, cut across Sean, is just going to bounce up and towards the goalkeeper's hands for the second time in a row. Comfortable for them. Put Bain in the under... Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe then, that's probably quite comfortably easily. I'd say maybe like under 16s, honestly. But I feel like that's when he would actually start to have to try. I get it's because he's rusty and he's not played minutes in a bit of a, you know, bit of a stretch, so to speak. But it's at the same time, man, like if you're getting paid money to do this professionally, you should at least be half good at your job, you know what I mean? If you're a bricklayer and you half-ass a job, you get fired and probably sued and you're responsible for someone's death. I'm not saying it's that bad for Scott Bain, because at worst you're just kind of at fault for losing a really kind of silly game, but at the end of it all, do your job, man. Like, at least try. That'd be lovely. That'd be fantastic. Well, that's the thing about it. It's definitely a game just for the sake of fitness, Rob. I wouldn't see like too many negatives from this. You know, it's just this. It's funny in more aspects than not because we're getting outclassed, but we know why. There's a chance for us to. There was about 3 or 4 loose runs there, and Yang picked the worst one out of the lot. I'll be honest. It is a corner kick, so it's like a win-win, I guess. But there was about 2 or 3 loose runners. Palma was definitely in behind them, and I believe it was kind of Dobby on the loose run as well. So there were options. Didn't make the right call though. Where do we go with this one? McCowan, near post, awkward, it's up and potentially dangerous. It's going to be a chase down. I think it's Welsh that gets there before anyone else, actually. I like it. Good pass. Should take a shot here. Tries to do a bit too much. Ball's bouncing around in the box, and Sligo eventually get it clear. There's no Celtic bodies behind the halfway line, so someone has to run back and grab it. Wishful thinking, Kevin. I gave him a couple and then we'll steamroll him in the second. Nah, realistically, friendlies are always iffy because any team can win. I mean, Sligo are by no means like half-assing this. This is most of their starting 11. So when you look at it like that, I guess, but at the same time, even if this is just for fitness or not, you want to see a bit more consistency out of the boys, because I mean, they started the game fine. Opening 10 minutes was quite good. And then for some reason we decided to step back for 5 or 10 minutes to see what happened, and well, I mean, we've seen what happened. Scott Bain. Not really too worried about it for now though. There's a potential long ball there. Welsh sees it. It's a slight tad overhit, but Palma does well to win the head up. Dobby does well with a hold up touch. Passing behind's not as clean for Palma though, and it should be cleared away from Sligo. Good touch. Fitzgerald has it under control. And it's just kind of half hoofed out by Mali in the end, so we'll have a throw in. At least they're in good voice, you know what I mean? Most of the Celtic fans are just kind of standing with their arms crossed as if like, are we fucking, kind of like a kids, like a dad at a kids game, you know what I mean, where they have their arms floating, like, lads, can you try? This would be fantastic, man. Oh, that's, I was going to say it's a throw-in or a foul, it's either one of them. I think it's a foul though. No arguments with it. For the sake of it, this minute, Scott, I think that's just the sum of the parts, you know what I mean? Because I mean, after this, you've got the international fixtures, so it's probably just to keep some of the boys' bones warmed up and ready to go for afterwards, especially if there are like potential injuries, which is why I'm imagining that like you've got Palma and McCowan and all. Because obviously, you know, if someone gets injured, like for instance, you know, I'm not sure who's on international duty, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, for instance, if Maeda gets injured or, you know, fucking whoever else, then Palmer's had some minutes, so he's not going to walk into a game and just be dragging his feet, you know what I mean? It's a very still game thing there on. Celtic need to try, you know. Win the ball and score. Aye, so that's all, mate. I mean, they do have another chance here. Sligo have another corner. Potential back stick energy on this one based on the way that they're lined up. Barely anyone in the near part of the post. It's all very much deep and central, and there is that back stick. Awkward one, and it's headed back across in the end. Sligo had the half chance, didn't quite capitalise on it, but fair enough for them for getting a header on it. It was nowhere near the target though. I want to kind of clarify that. Quite comfortably rolled out past the 6-yard box. It's a good pass out for Abgale. Navritsky back over towards Welsh. Let's see where this one goes. Good press. Again, to be fair, not really ideal for Celtic's standpoint. They're getting kind of forced into spaces that they don't want to be, and that's what can happen. Another loose ball given away, and Valais stepped into a place that he shouldn't have, and now they have the ball back. Ball slightly overhit, so there will be a bit of pressure on this one if they want to get a cross in quickly, which they sort of do. It's a good pass across the face of the box, headed up and away in the end by Navritsky. Still not cleared fully away, still in the final third for Sligo. They'll keep the pressure on and alive. Back across towards the right back. Is there a well, I mean, I was hoping that he was teeing up to have a cross. He had a shot instead. It was nowhere near the target again, but Shows that they're willing to have a crack, which is more than respectable. Hey then, Snitch, nice to see you, man. Hello you as well. They should be out of sight for now. I suppose you're right in some aspects, man. Like I said, there's definitely negatives in this game so far, but, you know, it's a friendly. You know, I'm not going to take it too much to heart. I know, but this is as good as a training session as any, like a real world situation with actual consequences. But it's probably just for the sake of the fact that, you know, it does well for Sligo as well, right? Like, a lot of people are forgetting that, but like, again, the League of Ireland's not exactly a money run type of thing, so if you look at it like the League of Ireland, like, because they're selling like TV subscriptions to watch the game as well, like, so they'll make good money on this, and they'll have a good tourney tickets as well, so it does well for them, you know. I'm not going to sit there and say that there's no point to it, because at the very least it's a good business chance. Oh shit, they're in behind, fuck off though. It's like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind your club having a bit more money, but you ain't getting a third goal, fuck off with that. Respectfully. Cut back into space, so there's a bit of a pressure run for us, so that's a good giveaway actually, and we can win that back. It's probably the smartest like leave it moment I've seen so far. Looked like he totally missed, like, timed his pass, but actually left it so that there was a run on there. So at least we have some flair. That's a positive moment, I suppose. Just make sure everything else is fine. Yep. Is that a foul? Like, I'm guessing there's a foul there. Yeah, there was a drag back on somebody, I'm not too sure who though. Passing behind was fine, all that was fine. Yeah, I was just kind of clipped at his heels a wee bit. Fair enough. No arguments there. Oh, we get a look at the other goalie second half. It would be ideal, honestly, just for the sake of continuity and making sure that we don't have to deal with watching Scott Bain try and stammer over a shot that's like 2 mile an hour. Oh my god, it nearly caught him out again. They nearly caught him out his near post again. For what he does get down and saves it, I want to clarify, good save in the end, but Jesus Christ, like, what was the point in setting up the wall to work like that, man? He just went straight inside, and it was very, very simple for them to get another shot on target. A little bit from us in all aspects, though. Hey then, Paul. Nice to see you, man. I think it's been a while since I've actually seen you in chat, bro. Oh, there's a guy with a very similar name to you. Right, we have to do a bit of attacking. Would be quite nice. I'll be fully honest with you, but I'd love to see the other goalkeeper at some point in the next 2-3 minutes, please. Just bring him into frame so we can have a shot for 30 yards or something, because Jesus Christ, man, we're trying to look for the kind of cookie cutter passes that are just not really going to work, especially against the team that's set up to high press. And that's exactly what happens. There's a good over the top, it gets into space, nothing really comes of it though. You have a link question for you? I have no idea what a link question is. Are you talking about like a super chat thing? It will come up in a few minutes if that's the case. I'm not too sure. Used to go to reserves games as a kid and you couldn't get in the bus for away games. I've been to a couple of reserve games too. Oh, there's a potential foul there. I don't know why you would go down. He's not happy that it's not a penalty. Celtic had a small claim, but I'll be honest with you, there wasn't really too much in that, and then they go down and win a foul, so a wee bit, I'll be honest with you. Palma doesn't look too happy with the referee, and I think the referee's explaining why it's not a foul. We'll have a look back at it and see if it got clipped. It looked like a kind of 50-50 type beat, I'm not too sure. Let's have a closer gander. Nah, there's not really enough on that to really justify a penalty in any stretch of the fucking imagination. Being slow as molasses. How you doing, 1888? You've wandered in at a fantastic time. All I need to really summarise this game with is Scott Bain. That's everything that you need to know That's it. Like, that's the summarisation point. I'd like to see us get some fucking attacking done in the final 5, man. Like, actually kind of put them under the cosh. We're just giving the ball away again, though. That's fantastic. Chance for Sligo. Oh, God, man. If I was on target, that could have been something. Hey, ancient. Nice to see, man. Oh, that's very kind of you, man. I suppose that is a thing you can do if you want to hit the like button. I guess you can become a member too, but I wasn't really planning on fucking kind of shilling that during a goddamn friendly match that I'm doing for fun. But I guess if you want a gander, here's like a bunch of people that, like, you know, nice people. I just pointed the wrong way. Yay, I forgot inverted camera. Nonetheless, what's our team? For the most part, it's Scott Bain in goal. Then you've basically got McCowan, Welsh, Valley. I think it's Bonnard that's playing out on the right, or in the midfield, right, I should say. There's Turley. Francis Turley's getting some minutes, which is always nice to see. I think McCowan's in the midfield with, I think it's Dobby. Who the fuck's the other one? I think it's Dobby. Yeah, aye, Dobby. And then obviously you kind of got the usual front three, kind of playing on the anchor point. So I don't really mind the lineup that we picked for this game. It's just not really been executed in the way that they would have wanted it to have been executed. Like, we've seen some positives from a couple of the youngsters, but as a whole, not really too much. You know what I mean? Like, I guess Francis has made some good passes, but I don't think he's kind of like that standout player that everyone was kind of hoping he would be. That's a prime example as to why he just kind of steps in a bit late onto that challenge and gives the ball away. Well, unlucky. Man. We've got 5 minutes until about half time, so, I mean, for all intents and purposes. Well, I imagine with added time, if there is any, because there was 3 goals, so I'd imagine there'll at least be a minute. There's a pullback foul of that. Come on, boys, get like a shot, please. That would be fantastic. That would be really goddamn cool. It would almost shiver my timbers. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake, we've gone back again. Fantastic. Okay, well, I guess we're doing this. Valley. Oh, I tell you what, by the way, nice skill move. Holy shit, that was lovely. Right, okay, we might do something. The Spaniard's done well with that. Played out towards the right-hand side. Here's Yang. Spaniard to South Korean. Talk about a cross-continental connection. That's a potential opportunity for us. Shot, big deflection into the hands of the goalkeeper. Potential for us to do something there. There was a respectable intent behind the counter-attack. Just didn't necessarily work out in the end. Balls. Fair enough though, you know what I mean. Started off the game fine, like the opening 10 minutes we showed what the intent was, and then I guess we just kind of let the foot slip off the gas a little. Palma's trying a bit too much with the passes. There's a run down that side for Fitzgerald again. It's a few times he's been played into space, that lad. Oh, chance. Oh, he's absolutely fucked it. Straight out the side, nowhere near target, man. That is absolutely woeful on all fronts. I respect it though. He tried in some aspects to do something quite good. Pain for him in all intents and purposes. He's nice for Valley. That's a good pass. It's a cutter pass as well, but there was no chasing behind. Should have maybe tried to do something with that one. Doesn't even try it. Pop up. Awkward. Take in. Even more awkward. Hold on. McCowan. I think there was an advantage foul played there, so. Oh, thank you very much. I just seen that there. Very, very kind of you, man. Very, very kind of you. Once it comes up, I'll actually shout out your name, but I only just see the first part of it, Num. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. Oh, hold on. Header. Spilled. Keeper. Oh, it's awkward, but Celtic got a corner. We did want a big chance before the end of the half. That might have been it. We will have a corner kick to try and pop it in towards the back, but doesn't necessarily work out. Number 6, that's what it is. Don't know why it didn't pop up. There should be a wee notification that plays through for you at some point, mate, but if it doesn't, I'll shout your name out actually. Number 6, thank you, very, very cool. Wasn't expecting that during a goddamn friendly match, so very kind of you, man. Thank you very much. Okay, right, that might be something. Move the ball. Faster. Faster. That's slower. Fuck's in, they've gone back once again. Bam. Sounds like the level's dropped off a cliff since the Germans turned us over. Hope they haven't lost confidence. I wouldn't say that, Paul. I mean, this is literally a whole different side. You know, did any of these players play like even a minute against Dortmund? Not to memory, no. I don't think McCowan got minutes. No, Palma definitely didn't, so. But then again, this is the point in the season where we usually have that that kind of sloping seasonal form. Bear in mind last season it kind of fucking happened, although that kind of came with injuries. This is just coming with, like, we got reality checked after Dortmund, had a little bit of a slope. I mean, we got across the line against Ross County, but it wasn't exactly comfortable for anyone that watched the game. It was pretty much a fucking bomb scare from start to finish. Oh, it's a bit of a loose challenge there. There's a potential break down that side. Go on, step in. It's a good shot. I mean, there was nowhere near enough damage on it. And okay, I guess we're not doing any. Okay, it's half time. I thought that we were going to get at least a minute of additional time or something for 3 goals and a couple of stoppages, but nope, straight into half time. Vibes, I guess. Well, that was fucking awful. For the most part, anyway. I mean, by friendly standards, is what it is, but you know, if you're asking me as like a honest to God Celtic fan, not good. Oh, that's very kind of you, first cut. I try and mix it so that it's not like just straight commentary, just for the simple fact that it can be a bit boring, especially if it's just side to side push the entire time. But that's very kind of you, man. Thank you. Well, that's a vibe, I guess. I mean, we're 2-1 down. I don't really know what to say to that, to be fully honest with you, man. It's quite a punch in the dick to be like, aye, you know, I'll do this last second, I'll get myself set up and good to go. I mean, number 6 has made this stream worth it already, you know what I mean? I think that's the first donation we've had in a while. Last few weeks, anyway. So, very, very cool. Although it would remain more sense to donate £6 based on your name, right? It's one of those ones where I'm like, financial opportunity there for you, brother, but I mean, I'll take it, and that's very kind. I don't really know what the changes would be, because again, when you look at the bench, right, hold on, I should probably go back onto the main screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But when you look at the bench, right, there's not really anyone that we can bring on that's going to be particularly effective than this. When you look at it, it's just fundamentally not ideal at all. You know, you've got like nobody that's going to. I mean, maybe Morrison. Maybe Morrison, just for vibes, I guess. You know, just so we don't have to play Bane. But for the rest of them, I don't know. Maybe Davidson. I'd say maybe Davidson, yeah. That or Scott Robertson. You've kind of got like options there, I guess, to some minor degree. Do they give like a respect? Nah, they just give like a simple summary. But there is the basic rundown, and everything happened in the first 20 minutes, but all kind of quick fire one after the other. Palma got the opener, very simple goal. Then Barlow got a goal, and I'll tell you what, man, it wasn't even Barlow's goal, I'll be honest. It should be a Scott Bain own goal, because the man basically fucking dropped in his own net. And then 4 minutes later, Powell has a really good shot, don't get me wrong, but once again, the goalkeeper doesn't really cover himself in glory unless they get underneath him for some reason, so vibes, I guess. That's how it goes. I do not like it, but it is how it is. We have to accept it and move on. At least until you know, the second half starts, and then we can redeem ourselves very slightly. But for the most part, not exactly what we would have expected from a first half of football. But give the Irish their due, you know what I mean? They're making a good amount of noise for only 2,700 people. They're having a good fight, good atmosphere. It's for good reasons. They're getting financial liberty out of it. No complaints across the board for their respect, you know. They'll be chilling out. They won't give a shit. but it's just showing those goals back, and it really, man, like it does not help whenever they slow it down because it makes it look way worse than it actually is. Because at least in real time you can go, well, it skipped off the surface or didn't really take the bounce that you would have wanted. But in slow motion, it's like you see Bane kind of adjust his arm the wrong way. You're like, bro. But they've had a couple of really good like players on that pitch, to be fair, like Barlow, Fitzgerald. They've been really noticeable in the first half. They've actually had a really good job. Denham as well for their defensive standpoints, trying to get involved in a lot of different things. Mali's a mix. He's had some good interceptions and clearances, and he's had a good midfield battle too. But specifically, I mean, with McCowan anyway, and I think for the most part they'll be content. They'll be quite content, I'd say anyway, for the most part. Like if they're kind of griping, if they're nitpicking at the way they played so far, it's just about kind of letting their fullbacks actually cover their men a bit more, because that's the only issue they're having. Because Palma and Yang are getting loose runs, but I think they won't really mind that if it comes at the kind of protection cost of keeping that midfield that they have, you know, from being overrun, so to speak. Because again, Celtic are trying to really use the central routes as much as they would do, because again, when you've got Palma and Yang, you're going to try and use the experienced players in that situation. And no offence to like Dobby or to anyone else, specifically Bonner, because I haven't really seen too much for him. I'll be fully real. Like, I guess you've seen some good passes for Bear. It's you know, there are little moments that you're seeing for the youngsters, but they're not promising if they're kind of, you know, not standing out in any capacity, because there's no player that's really done that so far. Valet's had some good touches and passes, so you kind of look at that, I guess. Nowitzki's getting minutes. It's nice to see him getting some fitness minutes, but again, if you're conceding two at Irish League level, maybe you're not ready to be placed in the team. It's just one of those ones, I guess. But like I said, fundamentally, Celtic will probably just correct their positional like awareness situations that they're dealing with now, because that's really what's causing them problems. They're just allowing Sligo to kind of slip in behind where they're not really meant to be allowed to slip in behind. And again, if we correct that and stop it, and Valet just stays where he's meant to and doesn't step out as much and drag, you know, Nowitzki or Welsh, whoever it has to be that covers him at that moment in time, then it should be relatively okay. Like we should at least, you know, get a goal or two back and potentially win the game. You know, we're a second half team this season. It seems to be the fucking case where first halves are just not our script, and then the second half we correct the mistakes in the first, and then it slightly redeems itself. Even in the game against Dortmund, even though we still conceded 2 goals, it was much better than the 5-1 first half, on the premise of the fact that we actually at least, you know, played okay. You know, the goals that we gave up are belters, so you kind of go, well, the second half was better than the first. That has been the case for pretty much every game this season. Even the last one against Ross County worked the same way, where the first half, like, yeah, sure, we did it okay-ish, but the second half is where we actually got shit done. So maybe it's the same case. Maybe that's been like drilled into the players, and that mentality will kind of rub off on the ones that are kind of playing in the day. Because like I said, even though some of them are C-team standard, they'll still need to show that they're capable of playing for Celtic down the line. They need to show like small nuggets of, you know, glitter and gold, so to speak. They need to actually try and show that they're worth something to be used in the future, and if they can't, then you know, these types of games just feel dead rubbery. You know, especially if in hindsight there was no real point in playing about half of these lads, because half of them just don't look either interested or up to fitness. And you know, with the exception of Palma and Yang, who have actually had respectably good halves. You know, like Yang with the assist, so to speak, although I guess if you want to count the touch off to Palma's shot, you know, still very decent. And then Palma nearly got an assist for them straight back afterwards. So Celtic normally let the other team think that they have them in the first half, and then they come out in the second half and dominate and win. Hope it happens, even though it's a friendly. They're not the same player, but they always hope. Honestly, yeah, it's a good sum of the parts, to be fully honest with you, man. Like, if we do the simple things correctly and don't allow shots that are easily savable to go into the net, we can probably kind of turn this game over quite comfortably. But I would imagine that would come at the expense of making 1 or 2 more refined changes. I can probably if you probably that's a thing that Dad would say, to be honest with you, Paul. I mean, oh, it's way worse in the 90s, man. It could be way worse, you know what I mean? At least it's just this. It's just, in the 90s it was way worse. I'm like, okay, I get it, man. I wasn't alive then, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it feels just a bit stale. See, if we're summarising it, you know, it just doesn't feel like they're fully switched on. They're not really even out of second gear. And I mean, like I said, they correct the mistakes, it should be okay, but we have to actually, you know, make sure that that's the fucking case. You know, don't just step off and let the game get away with us. Because even if it's a friendly, you still want to win every match. It shows intent, right? Because, I mean, we did that exact same thing in pre-season. Well, yeah, sure, getting 1 or 2 wins against a big team would mean a lot, but if you keep that momentum going, then you can use that to channel your kind of bounce back after that. Because, I mean, if Sligo win this game, then they'll have every confidence. Like, if they can basically beat the standard that most Irish teams try to copy and follow, then yeah, well, they'll probably have a strong like backing in their like heart and soul to go, we can probably bring a fight in for this league. So, you know what I mean? It's not as if they don't have anything to play for. Celtic have a bit of redemption to do, so we'll kind of see what tweaks and changes are made. But like I said, the bench doesn't have any key players, and most of the ones that are fit are children. So again, this could be a game that gets out of hand, especially if Sligo getting a goal in the early kind of stages of the second half. It's one of those. We'll be back on the way in about 3 minutes, I believe. 3 or 4 minutes, give or take. I don't know what to really talk about now, because realistically there was not a lot of attacking points to really touch on, I'll be fully honest. But I feel like if we're going to have to do anything, it's probably go more central, right? Like, if I'm being fully honest, that's the only thing that we didn't really do in the first half. We used the wings probably way more than we should have, so fix that and we should be fine. That would be the hope. That would be kind of best case scenario for us, Aaron, I'll be real. Oh yeah, I should point out, by the way, for those that are in here, if you go down into the description, there's a link to the Discord. For those that aren't in it, by the way, it's free to join. I want to clarify, it's one of the few things that actually is on social media nowadays. And if you want to join a community that just talks about football and shit, then you're more than welcome to join us. With people that support all types of clubs and things in there, and more importantly, most of them are actually really nice people. We have a couple of moderators in there too, Flash and Chateau and Virtual. They're all really sound and solid people that you can probably come to if you have any problems specifically with this community. So, you know, silver linings and all that, lads, silver linings. So if you would like to, it's down in the description. If not, while you're down there, leave a wee like. That helps out the channel, it keeps us in the algorithm, and it makes sure that we can get recommended to more people down the line. And if you haven't, you can always subscribe as well, because we're trying to hit 2,000 by the end of this season. So any help towards that would be very much appreciated. I don't think there would be any need for too many tweaks for now. I'd imagine Sligo would keep their lineup as is. Alright, George, don't rub it in, man. Fuck's sake. I don't have tea. I have the next best thing. I'm brew extra, man. Don't need anything else. Keeps me hydrated and happy, and that's all I care about. Is Home even in the squad? Haven't seen him yet. Nope. I guess I can show you the benches actually. It's basically just our children, and I do mean that literally. Like, if you don't watch academy football, you probably wouldn't even have heard of half of these lads. And to be honest with you, the only ones that I've really heard of are, I mean, I know Bonateg, I know Rice, I know Robertson, I know Morrison, and I know Harrow. and Davidson. But I can't honestly say I heard of fucking Dergay or like McCardle. These names are foreign to me. When's the second half? Is it soon? It will be kicking off in a few minutes or so. I imagine. I think it's like a 15. I believe so, a 15-minute break. So it's either in 5 minutes or it will be just after these lads are done doing the re-kick out. Back up to here we go. I wonder if the odds have changed. Look at your odds if you're a betting type. There's a little gander. I'll be honest with you, it's not something I particularly care about. I'm not a betting man, although people have taken my betting advice in the past and have done well with it. There's the boys coming out, and now we'll be getting the second half underway soon. Got a bottle of Glenmorangie sherry. Nice. That's good, by the way. I mean, I'm not I don't drink alcohol. I mean, type 1 diabetic, it's not really ideal for me, so I just stay away from it. But there are some things that just sound very nice, you know what I mean? I don't even really know what fucking sherry is. Anytime you hear it, you're like, oh, that's fancy sounding. The second half is about to get underway and rolling. So my hope is that we actually play some football, do some good stuff. Hopefully we don't get fucking clotted in the early stages of this and we can vibe. But unlike onto this, the second half's already started, but I need to go back onto this so I can't see what's happening on that page. Let's play some football, boys. Right, come on. Second half is underway and Rolano. Let's hopefully just some actual counter-attacking football would be ideal, especially if you're planning to sit in defensively anyway. So the hope will be that we're trying to beat the press this time rather than trying to like counter-attack the actual system that they're playing. Just counter-attack the specific players. Because we're good when we get into those zonal situations, but we have to kind of capitalise on them when they come. Sherry or sherry. Take your pick. Oh. Okay, immediately we're trying to get down that line. I like to see it. Played into space, there's a slight chase down there, but they should gather that one fine enough. Go kick for them. Hey there, Virtual, with your customary lovely average sentence. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Fuck the SFA indeed, even though they have literally nothing to do with this game. You say 2-2 or 3-2 is Celtic at full time. I'm kind of in the same boat, right? I feel like we will probably get one back. It's just a case of Sligo decide to actually come out swinging in the second half. Like I said, if they don't score in the next 15 minutes, they won't score again. But if they get a third in that time, then pressure actually builds for us and we have to really kind of cause some problems. Oh, it's a whiskey aged. Ah. I know whiskey. I mean, I'm Scottish, right? I kind of have to know whiskey. Oh, wee bit of hassle in there. Sligo doing their bit to hold it up. Played back across, and there's now a potential run down that side, although, to be fair, he was nowhere near that position, so it just kind of goes away. Ah, there we go. Odd the rifle instead. Should be separate players who play for the national teams. Well, to be fair, most of the ones that are in international duty are already gone and dusted, aren't they? Stop the international breaks, power of shite. Well, to be fair, this isn't like a crucial game. This friendly's just been arranged so that the other players have something to do in the meantime, you know what I mean? So, when you look at that, it's not so bad. Ball's out to the left here, played into space, potential for us, got a cross, there's claims for a corner. Celtic do get one, so there is potential for us to do something. Power of shite. I suppose that's a good summarisation of it so far. Although to be fair, Power's playing for Sligo, and I wouldn't say he's playing shite so far. He's scored, so he's doing better than most. So half chipped ball, kind of scuff volleyed. It's not dealt with by anyone. Celtic are just playing like keepy ups inside the box right now. Back in, across everyone. Good loose touch, I'll tell you what. Defensively, they had to be there, Sligo. Gear, good cut across. McCowan, up and over. Headed away quite comfortably in the end by Morahan. Loose pass from us, but we should win it back quite comfortably in the end, and we do it. Ah, Jesus, Rob. Sorry to hear that. Well, at least you found a respectable replacement, you know what I mean? Oh, for fuck's sake, what's happening here? Apparently his forehand ball, Scott Bain just kind of rushed out and did something that he really shouldn't have done. It's weird seeing Welsh with the captain's armband, I will say that much. It just looks unnatural, you know what I mean? Like a fucking voxel Akira in a goddamn... in like a forest setting, you know, like, oh, hold on, chance. Well dealt with by Sligo, in fairness to them, they get it cleared. Decent touch. You know, it should go out for a Sligo throw in anyway. Well, he's going to play that one back quickly and they'll get the ball rolling again. He may not lead a horse to water, but he's leading the team against Sligo for the night. Which is probably why we're losing, in fairness, you know what I mean? If he led a horse to water, it wouldn't be water at all, man. It'd be like fucking radioactive waste. Ah, shite. That's another loose touch from McCowan. That's once or twice he's done that now. It's like we're just having shots for range, man. They're like, fuck it, we might as well. Channeling their inner vibes. Oh. It's up in the air. It's going to be a bit of a half battle. That's a good rush forward there, but actually really nice for Gear. He's probably the standout of the youngsters so far, I will say that much. It's getting physical, getting involved. Love to see it for the fella. That's a lovely ball inside as well. Could be a chance for us. Shoot. Doesn't take it. Bro, just fucking fire it, man. You got about 5 seconds to make a choice, and he then just does a little rolling and then half shot. Doesn't find the target. Keeper kind of piddles it out for a corner. We'll have a chance to do something there. You could take your choice of aquatic animals. Or land animals. Even animals that don't exist. Couldn't lead a dragon to water because they literally do not exist. It should be a foreign concept. Welsh as a captain just doesn't... Like, I mean, he comes from the same area I do. I should be loving that, but... No. Absolutely not. I think it's just because he's the longest serving player in the lineup today. Nice. There's a potential run here. Young stepped out to give him a bit of support and they use him. Cut inside. Bonner just kind of holds it up, plays a quick switch, good touch for Palma. Lovely seal away as well actually, played inside, good touch. There's a bit more dynamicism about us, that's a foul, should be anyway, and Celtic will have a free kick from the edge of the area. Ordered. Yeah, he does catch the back of Palma in fairness. We'll have a chance to maybe get something from this if there's a... I mean, there's not really many set piece takers. I imagine Palma would be the one to swing this, right? I don't think it's a bad idea, to be honest. I would just go for goal for this kind of... for this area, and he does. It's not a bad shot either. He tries to go across the face of the wall rather than over it, but it was never really going to kind of come down in time. A little unlucky for Palma, but not really a shot on target either, so have to take it. That wasn't the worst effort in the world. I've seen definitely 100% worse free kicks in my time, especially as a Celtic fan. God fucking knows. Like, just a wee bit too high. It's always just slightly dipping, but for the most part, not bad, I thought. Welsh does just more or less playing as an anchor player at this point. He's allowing the rest of them to kind of push forward. Bonner lays it back. Bain. Simple cut across and roll. Valley can have free kick. I suppose that's true, actually, but I think he'd probably be suited to the other side, right? That's a good ball through. There's a chase down. Good cut out for the right back, in fairness. Or the left back, I should say, sorry. How's your control? Very good, actually. We have a chance for a cross here. Ball across, and it's not exactly ideal, I'll be honest. Sligo will have a chance to break, but they'll need to do it fast, and they don't really even get the ball played out by the time it gets across that byline. Celtic have a throw in, and we can try and do something with it. I have no idea what he's arguing about, I'll be honest with you, what's going on. Step inside. Cross. Oh, if it didn't take that nick, there would have been a chance for Young there. Sligo hold it up for now. Not taking too many risks with it. Denham's quite comfortable trying to shift that one. It's a good pass inside for Mali, who gets around his man, but it's going to be cut out quite comfortably in the end by Welsh. Navritsky goes long. Palma's got the touch, gets it under control. Valley's beside him for support, and they've got runs inside as well, but he opts to take it on his own, lays it off in the end. Good for McCowan, gets it across. Valet near post. It's a good one, and it's a really solid chance as well, but it doesn't really do enough to keep it on target. At the very least, you've got to try and do that much. Doesn't quite work out for us though. Oh, dragons definitely did exist, man. Think about it, right? Like, they based the idea of dragons on the myth of dinosaurs and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would find like fucking, you know, especially during like the early days of like fossils and stuff like that, when they would discover dragon fossils and things, they would be like, or well, I guess dinosaur fossils. They thought they were kind of like dragons and things like that. Like, there's always like roots, myths. I think dragons definitely existed. 100%, but I'm not sure they're like what you would think of when you think of a dragon. I'd imagine it'd be like a pterodactyl that just looks a wee bit more scaly than the rest of them, you know what I mean? Valley's better than Taylor. I'd say he's probably, he offers something different. You know, it's like comparing Kyogo and Ida, you know what I mean? Like, Taylor's more technical, sound on the ball, and he's more like dynamic with his passing. Valet's more pace, winning the ball back and trying to shift it with quick crosses. Like, you've kind of got two very different players. So try to compare whiskey and wine, you know. Both are sweet in their own ways. But again, not really the metaphor to use as someone that doesn't drink. You get what I'm saying though. 100%. I suppose you can make that argument as well, Virtual. I don't know, I'd say right now Taylor's probably just a wee bit fundamentally more sound. Like, if you're going consistency over a whole season, I'd take Taylor over Valley, but Valley's a good situational player. Like, if you play him in specific games that are designed for his skill set, he's very fun to watch. Oh shit, we're just giving the ball away for no reason. Sligo have a half chance. It's completely skied over the bar though. If it was a rugby, that would probably still clear the field goal. Taylor is a dragon. You're saying he's a mythical legend? Never knew you felt that way that strongly about Taylor, Scott. God damn. I think that's a Celtic throw-in, fair enough. We have to play quick though. We've really not tried to use the central routes very much at all, man. It's a little depressing, I'll be real. Good for Jan. I like that. Still awkward. Could cannon back into someone. That's good for McCowan. The little layoff touch was really needed there. He would have lost the ball otherwise. I don't know. I think the flag's gone up for Palma's run now. I don't honestly know. There's no replay, so I can't confirm it on it. Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, if there's anyone that knows about fucking dragons, it'd be Flash. Guy's entire like online persona is a fucking dragon, you know what I mean? So like you have to look at it like that. Can't they say they exist? Flash does. Oh, awkward. Foul, we'll take it. It's something. Yeah, unicorns definitely existed as well, man. Think about the amount of extinct animals, right? Surely there would be at least one documented case with a horse with a horn on its head. Right, there's fucking whales with horns on their head. We call them narwhals, right? Like, surely that rule would apply to a horse at least once in its life. Are you joining the Discord? There is a literal link down in the description arm. You can literally click on it, takes you through it. You can just join that way. If not, then Flash can probably post like an quick access link, which is a bit different, but I think it's just like a quick invite code. We've got near enough 50 people in there now, so it's growing bit by bit. Oh, good layoff. Ah, there you go. He's put a customer link there. I'll just click on that one, and that should probably do the job for you. Good layoff. How's your confidence? Yeah, not very clean, but comfortable enough to get something on it. Loose touch, and it's still cannoning about the place. No one seems comfortable. Is everyone high in here? I honestly wouldn't be able to confirm nor deny that. I feel like you have to be suffering in some aspect. You need to be on some type of drug to be watching this game and trying to find some form of enjoyment out of it, but we're still here and kicking. These are just the loyal ones. These are the ones that, you know, short time in, time out. Like, we're like true Celtic fans. Oh fuck, that was a loose cross. Could have gone in anywhere, but just about gets away first. Goal kick, Sligo. Yep. Scotland and Wales are the only two that have mythical animals as their, like, well, as their national animal, so to speak. Because obviously for Scotland we use unicorns and the kind of the iconic lion, even though the lion has nothing to do with us. But the actual two surprising ones for us is otters. For some reason we have a lot of otters in this country. There are some changes and they're all children. So I suppose there's that. And I think Valle's just came off, who's literally our best player as well. I just noticed that out of the corner of my fucking eye. Are you kidding me? Okay, right, well, I don't think we'll be doing too much with that one. To be fair, this is just a roll up. I can't smoke like weed live on stream or anything. This is silly. Quote unquote. Did you see the news on Stokes? I've seen a lot of news between two clubs. I know that Stokes had that driving charge, didn't he? Got bailed out, and everyone's trying to like, oh, he used to play for Celtic, so use that as an excuse. Like, bruh. No offence, right? Like, there's been a lot of shit. That, more important, did you see what the Rangers fans did to the Inverness fans for the fucking like Save a Club meeting? They like bought out their tickets and shit to like prevent them from having like a respectable turnout of the shareholders. But like, that's just different levels of bad, man. The three-legged haggis. No offence, man, but if a haggis grew 3 legs and started running at me, I'd just accept my fate at that point. The Loch Ness Monster, I suppose, aye. Maybe that was just a really big dinosaur too, who knows. Come on, Celtic, get a goal. For the love of God. listen to Shane's words, Celtic Football Club, do us a favour, do a football. As soon as I said that, we nearly played one of the best passes of this entire match, but it was just a little short. It's unlucky. As what it is, we move. Swung high and away. Sligo are looking a wee bit more relaxed now. They're kind of just bit by bit getting deeper into their defensive shape, so to speak. Their strikers ain't as pinched or high forward. You'd scran the fuck out, damn right, fair enough. What's going on in the chat? Vibes, I guess. People are just talking about whatever they want to, Caden. That's the beauty of online forums. I love a deep fried haggis, legs up otherwise. Fuck it, man, stick some legs in that bitch just so I have extra meat. Oh, it's all a good touch, Palma. Cross the box, it's a horrible cross though. There'll be a bit of a chase down and Sligo will get it clear. It should go out for a throw-in and it does go out for a throw-in. We probably want to maybe start actually doing something now. Like you've got the Celtic fucking hats sitting on the wall with the goddamn Sligo scarves around their neck, man. It's good to see that at the very least. I mean, if there's any silver lining to take, at least there's a good atmosphere for the ones that went that night. I mean, the football game's been pretty shit, I'll be honest, but again, it's not really the point in this in this type of situation. Capture a mid-charge, the team fan plays straight to the nearest tourist cell. Oh, our goalkeeper's cleared that one. It was a respectable cross, easily gathered in the end, though. How you doing, Rosella? Damn, Celtic should win. Game isn't done yet. I suppose that's one thing I can say. However, for the most part, yeah, we really should be doing a bit better with this one. For the most part. If Celtic score, I will celebrate with an iron brew. Now that is a good plan. I can't even argue with that. That is a very, very good plan. That's just how Scottish people celebrate any like minimal achievement. Oh, I got up, man. Crack open my can of iron brew. Good enough. Oh, that's yeah. As soon as that Sligo player got up, he slowed. Why is he going down like that? So he's kicked the ball away and then went down clutching his stomach after limping. Confused. Is it just you or is Palma shite? I don't know. It depends on who you ask. If you like flair, then no. If you don't like flair, then yes. Yeah, it looks back and everything. No offence, that Sligo player needs a boot in the balls, like a proper one. That's just a bit scummy, no offence, man. He doesn't even get touched in the stomach, yet goes down pure clutching it after limping after. Unless there was like very minimal contact that camera angle does not show. I'm a bit confused why he's like stayed down, I'll be honest. I think we could even afford Cole Palmer if we wanted to. No disagreements here, Rob. No disagreements at all. Very philosophical. I mean, he's on his feet now, so I suppose that's something. Palma will get a second just for that. Just out of spite, man. 50-yard like overhead kick straight into the top bins after the ball. Watch it. You got the munchies. I mean, I have a selection over there of stuff. But I went shopping not too long ago, and I've got a decent really decent selection. I had like actually a really good dinner earlier on, which is the only reason why I'm like content enough to sit here and stream this quite happily, regardless if we win or lose, because my day's already been. This is their Champions League. I wouldn't say it's not as if they're playing with our like grit and teeth. You know, I don't even think Sligo are playing out of the fifth gear. I'll be fully honest. It's just being a very bland game. Palma was good when he came, but hasn't had too much game time, so he's just rusty as fuck. That's a good summarisation of Jim. That is a very good combination, to be fair. I can't even argue with that virtual. That sounds like a fucking good mix. Oh, okay, hold on. Potential for us to do something here. There is a route up on that left hand side, has to use it, does indeed do so. We can cut in here if he has to move a bit faster than that. That's what it is, it's a goal kick for Sligo. That could have done a bit better to at least win the fucking goal kick, but nope. Do you think they watched that virtual? Like they seen that film like that? That ain't me. That ain't me. No. I'm dealing with it. Going in a heartbeat. What the fuck that, man? Why would we visit people that think that's what we look like? I'd kind of do the same. Imagine if you like were about to like touch down as a human being on another planet to introduce yourself, and they're like, yeah, you're like this tiny wee fat bastard that like has a glowing finger. You bought you wee prick. We're just staying away from you, man. Suffer. We were going to give you technology that would like change your entire like perception. We'd give you a fifth dimension. You just don't get that anymore. You have lost fifth dimension privileges. But you've been to Sligo once or twice? Hell yeah. How do you find it, man? I mean, my family come from over in Ireland, or at least a good few of them do anyway, so... But most of mine's are, I think, Cork and Donegal based. Oh. But nah, most of my bloodline in recent history is full-blooded Scottish, so we take it. That's a good pass. Awkward touch, layup is there. Again, Sligo clear the lines. You're beginning to see what Brendan's season of. Listen, again, friendly, fitness minutes, building it up. I can't specifically shit on any player for having a good or bad game. It's just a kind of respectable thing. Oh, well, there you go then. It's the same with my mate. Me has like friends and family that live over there as well. So it's you know what I mean. We're planning to go to Ireland next year for his 25th. It's like a kind of milestone kind of celebration, so to speak. So I guess you have that. Respectively, Scotland should be 3-2 or 4-2 to Celtic. It can still happen, you know, for all intents and purposes, man. We're only 70 minutes into the game. 20 minutes, you can change it. I mean, the 20 minutes at the start of the game is what made the scoreline the way it is. The other fucking 50 in between it didn't. And again, Celtic do like a late show. It seems to be in our blood to do that every now and then, so, I mean, let's see if it's woven into our youngsters and C teams. Man just fell over there. You could even hear a couple of ways for the crowd. That's quite good, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Welsh. Another very loose ball. It's a good layoff inside, should be a corner kick, and it is, so we'll maybe do something with this one. That would be the best case scenario. Unfortunately, it probably won't. I mean, it's been a very stale ass game by all fucking intents and purposes. It's just been very... Laid off, good. McCowan. Still in... Yeah, it's still in possession. I was going to say, if I didn't know if I crossed the line or not. Stands. Come on. Got about 8 or 9 Celtic shots kind of in and around the box. Could cross it here, should probably try and do so, but it allows the Sligo players to close the gap. Good step inside. Potential layoff is there. Good hold up touch. Still not really dealt with. Cut across. No one again gets there at the end of it. Another cross in, clear away, and that should be another chance for us. Corner kick for Celtic. Putting a plan through for Showgrounds spoons. They wouldn't be very effective, but they'd be damn fucking tasty. It was a better corner, but again, still very much near post, so it was cleared quite comfortably by Sligo. Another chance to go again. Come on, boys. Like, we're getting to that territory where we need to see a bit of movement for them now. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting us to run out of the traps and start, you know, fucking rattling them in every time we run forward, but I'm expecting us to at least get some shots. Yep, believe it or not, they're very much what I was making. I kind of forgot about it. My last stream, I totally forgot to mention it because I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing. But it's a friendly, so it's not as if you're missing much. I mean, the scoreline should kind of summarise it. You've not missed much at all. Shows the club needs a third striker. I mean, it was Palma the one that scored for us, and they had some pretty good goals as well. I mean, I know Power scored their second. My brain's lapsed on who the first one was for Sligo. But technically it was a Scott Bain moment because he just spilled it in his own net. Oh. Shot. Big cannon deflection, another corner kick. I mean, we're putting the pressure on them now. We're playing fucking horribly, Megan. That's the best way to summarise it. But again, it's mostly because of it's mostly just because of the fact that it's our B and C team for all intents and purposes. That's what referees do. It's in their blood, man. Good cut out pass. Potential for us to do something with this out towards the left. Good take and touch. Let's see where we go with this one. Welsh. Into space. I don't mind that at all. Good move there. That's awkward. Still has it. Cut across, and again it's flicked up and upward. Shot down. Takes a high bounce and cleared away from Sligo once again. Any first team starters there is not a single starter in that lineup. The only kind of minor argument you can have is Palma or McCowan. They both started. Anyone else is 100% bench or much lower standard. Half-assed header, in fairness. It was slightly threatening, but it was just beside the post and there was no power on it, so quite comfortably in the end gathered by Sligo for a goal kick. Yeah, we didn't bring any starters with us for this match either, obviously. Yeah, if you're looking for like someone to blame, I guess, if you're looking for the easy out, Scott Bain. But if you're looking as an overhaul, it's just a bad team performance. You know what I mean? There's not enough cohesion and certainly not enough ability between the ones that are on the pitch to really do anything positive. Most of the kind of chances have came from the players that are slightly more experienced or at least have had minutes locked in for the first team already. Some of the youngsters have played okay, but some youngsters have just looked a wee bit leggy for all intents and purposes, which will happen, you know what I mean? These types of games kind of teach you a lot. But the only lessons we can take for this is that some of these players really need to work on their overall fitness and their chance creation. Main man of the match. Yes. Rolled across and into space. Let's see where we go this one. Cut out towards the right. There's a potential break on. Forced whip cross. Doesn't really get away. Played out towards the edge of the area. Celtic still have it. Been very much in their half for the last 15 minutes or so. Sligo getting more and more defensive as this one drags on. Played out to space. Not really gathered though. Your stream's cut out. That's unlucky, man. He deals with pain. Oh god. Only gets 2 to 3 properties per month on a mortgage, so he must be on about 10k a week to be able to afford that. I'm pretty sure he is on like about 12 or 13. Which is ridiculous for a guy that can't even fucking stop a simple shot towards him. Certainly the most talked about. Oof. Yeah, honestly, he hasn't covered himself in glory. He's just kind of cemented why he's third choice and not even second. But hey, he did make that one good save, so keep that in mind. It's basically us just in the final third right now, passing it about, but not really getting any end product chances. There's a good slip in behind, surely that's a chance. And he's just skied it. He's just completely fucking skied it. That is a sitter and a half. What the fuck was that, man? It was a good first touch and then he just hits it completely past it. How did you miss it that badly, man? Well, that's probably another key point to add on to it. Says it all for you. I don't agree nor disagree. There's a potential break. Hold on a second, maybe. Laid across again. And for the fourth time, we've managed to get the ball into the 6-yard box. And after a couple of cannon abouts, goes out for another Celtic corner. We're making chances and we're kind of putting them in dangerous areas, but the final fucking product just isn't there. Simple and pure. With the takeover, about 10 minutes or so left in this one. Really should have been Jam, I'm not disagreeing at all. Good layoff front. Yang. Good from Yang, cannons off with someone else, takes a few more bounce arounds. Ends up back in another Celtic shot, let's see where we go with this one. Potential. Shot, takes a big bounce and straight at the hands of the goalkeeper once again. It's just not really there. The final third stuff just ain't working for us. Oh, you're absolutely spot on. Well, that's the thing, Rab. Like, even if these all of them were playing at full fitness, if most of these boys have not played any minutes in Mutual Park together, so when you think about it like that, yeah, like, I guess Sligo had the advantage in, I guess, team cohesion. But overall, you know, Celtic, just by the players that they have on selection, should be comfortably winning this game. Like, this is just a very big focus slip-off, I guess. And they had the balls to charge money for this match as well. Fantastic how it looks. Oh yeah, man, I'd be like chalk and cheese. Oh shit, break. Surely you get a shot away from here, man. Doesn't... What the fuck is that? We're just making mistake after mistake, man. We're getting break after... Why would you, like, not try and pass that across there as well? Just kind of half-arses it towards the goalkeeper, doesn't really do much with it, and at the end of it all, very comfortably gathered once again. Although we do have the ball back. Good break into the box, cut across as well, Sligo clear the lines once again. Cut forward into space, we win the ball back for the millionth time, we're into those open areas. Palma. Hold in the open area. Good 1-2 stuff again, but we're trying to take too many touches inside the final fucking third, man. If you get the open and just have a crack. Try to play this intricate style of football with a team that's aggressively defending isn't going to really do you much. It's a very squared pass back as well, so Welsh will have to do a bit of threatening. don't know what's happened, but I think it's out for a foul, or I think it's a foul anyway. There must have been something that happened on the break-up play. If the weak one was in to go by, I'd reckon not much better. Who knows? I feel like the creative liberties would be a lot better. Why have you just ran fully past that? We have the ball in the box again, another shot straight into another fucking Sligo body. Seems to be a theme that we're doing right now. Well, yeah, it's the same as anything, you know what I mean? Practice makes perfect. There's another half chance. That one takes a deflection out for a corner, but that could have caught the keeper cold. We'll have a corner kick to potentially do something with it. Ideally, I'd like to see us get something. Just a goal. A goal at this point would be acceptable. You know what I mean? As long as we don't lose, I'd say it's fair enough. Because we have been firing in chance after chance, but we're not really getting clean cut ones at the best, you know. Sligo are quite comfortably dealing with it. Good touch inside. They could be on the break as well. They have got a potential to cut that in behind. I think he's offside there anyway, but they'll let the play run out, I'd imagine. Ben sticks out a leg to save it. Flag didn't go up, but it was offside. I mean, it looked offside for the fucking behind the camera angle. Nonetheless, we move. Right idea with a quick pass, but cut out in the end by Sligo, and things are starting to get a wee bit more for us. Maybe you're right. You could be spot on. I'm not sure who actually knows. Nice. Shot's half-assed though, and it's not even going to hit the side net, and it's just a wee bit stale, man. We're getting into the box comfortably fine. Oh, was it a corner kick? Is that what happened? Did it kind of take a minor knock off him? Come on, boys. Just one wee goal. That'd be fantastic. Nice, there we go. Good gathering. We can move it forward, try and do something with it. Rolled out towards the right hand side. Good sidestep, he's got openings. Tries to go for the quick flick in. Cutouts there, but once again spills up and into the keeper's hands. It fucking feels like there's magnets in that guy's gloves. Every time the ball takes a deflection, it just bobbles us right into his glove. Every time. Latest try, but he's very long way off the step, it's clear to say. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the kindest way to summarise it. There's a few of them that can probably take the same report and apply it to them. Genuinely, Jam, it's amazing every time. It's baffling how fucking consistently it's happening. It's a good cut out, and Celtic will have a throw in to at least try and do something with it, but time's running thin for us. Very thin indeed. Come on, boys, come on. But okay, they're bringing on a fucking goalkeeper substitution right at the end of the game. I don't understand that. He might hurt himself. I don't know the specifics. Oh yeah, no, I think everyone knew that Bain wasn't exactly he was barely fucking good enough at Dundee, let's be honest, you know what I mean? Still time for us to steal something, but it would have to come very fast. I'll give them something to smile about for the rest of the season, virtually. That's the way they'd look at it. Again, most sensible Sligo fans will probably go, look, you know, probably the same way that we reacted when we beat City, like, holy shit, we beat a team way bigger than us, but it was clearly not their strongest team, so, you know, you have to look at it like that, but I don't think they'll complain in the slightest either way. Like I said, there is still potentially time. That is what it is, mate. I wouldn't stress about it too much. It's kind of how it goes. But then again, who knows? Pressure's there for us though. We have actually done some okay pressing in the second half. But it's just been stale in the finishing front. That's the nicest way I can fucking summarise it. I think no matter what way you look at it, Sligo deserve a good result out of this game. So if they did win, then it is what it is. Oh shit, yes, Fid Jam, something's happened. I'm going to hope that means we either got a penalty or we've just scored. Hold on, I'm going to block this out of view just in case. There is a run forward. Can we do something with it? Good touch. Into the area, it's awkward, bounce around. Oh, here we go. Potential. Kind of cleared out back into space. Nice. We take that, lovely move. Really lovely move. Yes, that's a good finish by the way, very well taken. We actually got ourselves something there. That's a lovely cross and it's a lovely run at the back post. We take that, that's a well taken finish. That's a very well taken finish, we deserved that. Honestly, we genuinely did deserve that. That's a respectable one. Bang indeed. Bang indeed, Jam, we take that. Just a very... It's basically what we've been doing for the whole game. It's just for once we actually got that loose touch to go our way. The play was nice. The cut across football was lovely. The lovely cross, by the way. That was just well weighted. Perfectly timed run off the back. And we'll get a chance. We'll get ourselves a chance, you know. I mean, respectable as it is. Pretty sure it was a Palma again. I double checked to make 100% sure. Well, I guess it's not confirming this right now. So I can tell you, unless it's kind of put down here. I think it might have been. It was Palma. I know it was. Right. The more you know, gentlemen. There's still potential for us to get another chance. Sligo just had one of their own. They couldn't really get there. Thank you to the person that just subscribed as well, by the way. That's very kind. It's very kind indeed. Well, there's potential for us to get a late winner now, I suppose. I mean, there's not really... I'd imagine there'd be about a minute or two added time at best. So, nah. But a 2-2 draw is respectable. I can't really complain about it. A win would be fantastic. But, again, you need to remember that these are a bunch of kids. So, for all intensive purposes, it is what it is. We have got the ball in behind here, though. I don't disrespect it. It was respectable enough effort. It's going to be kind of cleared away. There's also a chance on a throw-in. It's only just an additional minute or two added time, so unless if we're going to do something, that has to happen now. Realistically. I think for the most part we've played an okay game, but definitely not a lot of positives to take out of that. That's a good cutter. How's Yang's touch here actually? Because we could be in behind. Their centre-backs are taking a bit of time to get into space. And we can take advantage of it. That's a lovely 1-2 ball, by the way. Played across it. It's in again! Oh my god! Is it on? Last minute winner, Palma hat-trick! What the fuck was that, man? What a stupid game of football. How did we win that? What the Okay, well we've won. Palma's just got into the back post again. That is a carbon copy of the goal we just scored 2 minutes ago, and the Sligo Rovers fans have gone from absolutely buzzing pre-90th minute to absolutely raging post-90th minute. It's a lovely ball across, by the way. Again, that one's just a bit different in the sense that it's across the face of the box. It's so well taken. And Celtic have pretty much won the game with the last kick of the ball. There's nothing really on it after this. That's insane. We'll probably have like a slight half chance for an attack, and there you go. Anytime you give a player shite, they turn the boosters on. I know, it's wild. I feel like this free kick will be the last chance for Sligo. They'll be very disappointed by all accounts. But I think that's a few times where they've scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and it just came right at the end of the game. I feel bad for Sligo. That, like I said, they deserved at least like a draw for like the effort they've put in. Just hasn't worked out for them. That's a loose header, and that will be the final whistle. Holy shit! How the hell have we done that again, man? They've just been Ross Countied. Like that's the best way to put it. Like, I mean, fair play to our kids. Like I said, that winner mentality, that second half mentality, is exactly what we needed, and we won. Vibes, we take it. I guess I have to do it. It's not going to be a loud yes. I'm going to clarify that right now. Usually, the more important the win, the louder I scream. This is going to be like a more like TED Talk conventional yes. So prepare for it. Also, I'm wearing jammies, so don't shit on my drip, okay? But, gentlemen, for the victory and for the win. Yes. That is all they, quite frankly, deserve. I don't even need to shout, let's be honest. That's about the extent of all I need to do. Just a minor yes, and that's good enough, honestly. Fucking hell. You don't even need a warning. That is not like a loud yes worthy performance. I'll tell you that for fucking free, man. That was shit. But we won, so I'll take it. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. That's respectable. I think for all intents and purposes it could have been way worse, so when you look at it like that, nah. Not so bad, not so bad, not so bad. Just try to see if I can bring this up well I can, because I don't. The football team, yes, thank you. When is that? It's on the 12th, so I have 3 days for the Croatia game. Saturday the 12th of October, 5 o'clock, that's when that one is. Fantastic. Well, there you go. That's the basics of that one then. I can't really bring that up unless... No, I can't even. Because that's on the Flasco one, that's on a whole different one. Fair enough. Yeah, right, I can't. Vibes, well, I guess that's all we really need to worry about and cover for now. As I say, this was more just for the sake of it, you know what I mean? And to be fair, I'm not complaining at all. We got a donation for number 6, which is always nice. We even gained a subscriber, and for a friendly match that's a dead rubber that no one even knew was happening. Very, very good. Bounce match, exactly that, man. But catch you after, Joseph. It's been a pleasure to have you in, man. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I mean, I'll see you on the weekend as well. Aye, too right, man. Your time must be fucking whack over there, Scott. You take it easy, brother. You enjoy yourself. You have a lovely night. I don't like egg that much, Virtual, so I can't honestly say it's that good. Toast? Yes. Toast on its own, man. Like, see when you get like those toast phases and you just fucking rattle through like 2 loaves a week or something like that, but those are the days, man. I used to love that. But not so much now, man. My stomach can only handle certain foods. It's a wee bit fucked, but it is what it is. So I don't think there's really too much else for me to really sit and ramble on about. I guess I'll get a little bit of this. What's wrong with not liking egg? Like, I like things with egg in it. I want to clarify, I'm not like it's not as if I look at eggs and go, ugh, like I can eat them. It's just not my preference. Like, if I get an English breakfast, like if eggs are on the plate, sure, I'll eat them, but I'm not going to like want them there. You know, it's like the way people are with hash browns or like tomatoes, I guess. That is what it is, man. That is what it is. I'm not gonna sit and think about it too much, to be honest. I have that, well, a lot of different foods, to be fair. Like, I fucking hate fish, but I have like a niche thing where I can eat tuna pasta thing. I don't know why. It's just like a thing. I guess. Like, I don't like egg on its own, but I can have like French toast because that requires egg to make it, or like anything with egg in it. It's fucked up. Oh, it's been a pleasure to have you on. If you're in the Discord, we'll kind of talk to you after the game. We'll pop in and at least see how everyone's doing in the general. Using shortbread to eat trifles, I'm whispering anybody much shit out. Valid. Absolutely valid. Listen, I don't even have fucking music on for this outro. Ah, look, well, you'll get what I mean then, virtual. Like, it's one of those ones where it's optional. It's the same with cheese. I'm the same. I can't eat cheese on its own. To me, that's strange. But at the same time, I can have cheese on everything, and I fucking love it. And I don't know if it's just my brain, if it's a texture thing, but I don't know. It's stupid, and it's funny how the human brain works, where we can look at foods that other people absolutely adore and be like, nah. That is a good way to end the stream, Declan. That's beautiful. The Rangers are shit. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it's not as if we were much better, man. We barely got across the line against fucking Sligo today. Granted, it was our kids, but Palma gets a hat trick, and it's always good for that. Anyway, I mean, people were shitting on Palma halfway through the game, so boom. Really enjoyed the stream today, Kate. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much, Kevin. That's really kind of you, man. Really kind of you indeed. Don't worry, we'll be back again in a few days, and then again, well, I mean, it depends. If we lose against Croatia, I don't need to cover any more games because there's no way that we even have a chance of getting even real safety in the Nations League group, let's be fully honest. So I wouldn't need to cover the rest of those games, but at the very least I'll definitely be back for the next Celtic one, which I believe is the 19th. I think it's the 19th anyway. I Watchalong, I agree with that, man. I very much agree with that. But so I suppose I'll get ready to wrap this up. So, if you want to get any last minute donations or anything like that, now would probably be the time to do so, although it's not expected. Oh, I'm as happy as a gypsy's dog with two. You know the same. You know the same, well. Oh, you offended, Keith. That's fair enough, man. But no, it's my stream. I can do as I wish. Thank you very much. We Spain won, so let's just live off that for a few years. Exactly. We've something to smell about, so we take it. Told you 3-2. Well, yeah, that was your prediction in fairness, Shane, so give credit where it's due. I said 3-1, so I wasn't too far off of it. I just didn't think that Sligo would get a second, but then again, I forgot to factor in Scott Bainism. I feel like that needs to be like a term for when a goalkeeper just has an awful performance every time, just Bainism. Because goddamn, that was tough to watch, but for all intents and purposes, it is what it is, man. It could have been a lot more shite, but we did fair enough, you know. No complaints, nothing too bad. You know, it's something. You know, I'm happy that we won at the very least. God, I love your enthusiasm, Shane, man. You're a good fella. I love to see it, man. Aye, I mean, if you're to be fair, Declan, if you're in here for the next Old Firm and we beat Rangers, that will be the literal like sentence that I scream when we do the Yas celebration, because it's pretty much like fucking folklore at this point. I think I've said get it round you to at least every team in the league once. I think there's a rite of passage on this channel at this point, you know what I mean? I don't even know how it became a thing. People just liked it, so it just became a... don't know. But I suppose I'll get ready to end this now, because we're about... what? We're past 2 hours, and to be honest with you, it's a friendly, so it's not as if I need to sit here for 25 minutes talking about like potential tweaks and changes, because half of those people will probably not see another minute for the rest of the season, unless there's another friendly during the Christmas break or whatever. But for now, for all intents and purposes, not so bad. But I'm going to get ready to bail and do all the necessary things, so do I need to do anything else before I check out? I do not know. Oh yeah, I suppose. But thank you to all these people. A few of these will probably go off the list towards the end of the time, because they were gifted memberships for Stephen, who's still in the bottom corner, still goated, man. But for the most part, we move. In terms of other games, I can't really show anything else there, because I'm on flash score and I can't literally pull it up. Oh, thank you very much, Declan. That just came through there. Thank you. Very, very nice of you, my man. Very, very nice of you indeed. Well, I'll see you in 3 days at the very least. You know what I mean, for the Croatia match, and hopefully we get something in that match. But please show up for that one. The national team games don't really do as well because this is a Celtic fan channel for the most aspects, so it's not really expected that those ones do well. But if you're a Scotland fan, I should say, consider popping in for it. It'd be a pretty interesting one, especially if we actually managed to get a result. It would kind of surprise me more than anyone else, I'll be real. But I think that covers everything that I need to plug for now. So I can do the outro. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for taking the time to stop in, especially considering the fact this was a friendly that was just painful at times to watch. But Celtic get the job done. We win 3-2. Palma with a hat-trick, 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. It's just classic Celtic folklore that we just score late every single match now, so that's good. You know, hopefully we do that in the Champions League when we play Atalanta about a week or so. You know, that'd be fantastic. But for the most part, can't complain. Very decent all across the board. So I'm no too fussed about it. You know what I mean? At least the youngsters popped up. 2 of them got assists. Can't complain. You go, love that. Absolutely love that, Declan. That's very kind of you, man. He'll help you as well, man. You take it easy, you take it easy. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. All that good shit. I mean, Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world, as per goddamn usual. We love to see it. I'll see you in a few days, lads. Not for Celtic, but for Scotland. And if we lose that game, then it is what it is, I suppose. But for now, you all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weeks. I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be alive about 5:15, so that will be a warning thing. You can hit the notification bell and that will alert you when I'm live if you haven't done that already. So that's all. If not, I'll see you in the Discord about half an hour or so. Well, half an hour or so after the stream ends. I'll kind of reply to anyone that has any questions or wants to just talk shit about whatever we witnessed today. Till then, see you after. Enjoy yourselves, and God bless you all. Enjoy. It's a weird thing to say as an atheist. Fuck's sake. Cool. Catch you after. Enjoy. Bye.